Hey guys, my name is Cartoons, and today I'm going to be talking about a little bit about the Fire Mage versus Destro Lock duels. And I'm going to be dueling Kobrak. He's pretty much the only active Destro Lock in the game that I see anyways. And just before we get started, I want to let you know what his spec is right now. And he runs with Dark Regeneration, Shadow Fury for the stunning all targets within 8 yards for 3 seconds, Sacrificial Pact, which is a huge shield, Unbound Will, which is a trinket, like a PvP trinket basically, and then Grimoire of Supremacy, which gives the upgraded pet, and then Manaroth's Fury, which gives your area of effect or spells like the area of effect it actually is, and increases it by 500%. So he puts down a Rain of Fire, and Rain of Fire, every 3 times it hits you, it'll stun you for like a second, I think it is. So it's really crazy. But the amount of area that it actually has is absolutely insane. It's completely unavoidable too. Like, you can't actually get around it. So let's go ahead and start this first duel. I'm going to start an invisibility just to be sure that I don't want him to get out, but he is going to Rain of Fire me anyways. So, I mean, you basically want to disrupt him as much as possible, because combustion, like getting a point to combustion is pretty much the most viable thing you can possibly have. And I'm going to Alter Time, Pyroblast, and then Pyroblast again, and I'm going to blink that Shadow Fury and then get that sweet CS off as well. And as you can see there, his pet actually spell stole my hot streak, and then I targeted his pet and then spell stole it back. So now that I got him pretty low, he's going to start popping his defensives, and now that he's trying to go offensive, I'm going to just Ice Block, because I know that I don't have much left to disrupt him, there's no point, and just keep up the damage, since his healing is pretty much going anyways. So I'm going to CS him on that fear, but he does get the fear off anyway, which was just fine. It did actually stop him from doing anything after that, so it's alright. I'm going to try and juke a spell lock here for a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be working. Okay, so he did just pop Dark Soul, and I'm going to spell steal that pretty immediately. Like, you want that spell to be off of him, 1, and 2, you want to have it yourself. Like, that's just a given. So I'm going to go ahead and get a Pyroblast here, and then Living Bomb, and then Pyroblast again, and here we go. Dragon's Breathing, and then the duel does end. So that was a pretty strong duel. And what to keep in note for that duel is that Rain of Fire does stun you a ton, and if you let him get the Q of his spells off enough, if he gets enough of his spells off, he will do a lot of damage to you very quickly. That's just how Destro Locks work. They always have worked like that. If they're able to get like a Immolate, and then Immolate, Chaos Bolts, and then Incinerate spam and all that stuff, they're going to kill you pretty fast. So it's very viable to be able to stop their fears, because when they fear you, that's when they start their queue of spells. Alright, so here we go with the second duel, and this is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to try and keep this going as fast as possible. I want this to be an extremely quick duel, but I am in Invis, and I'm going to come out of Invis with a Polymorph right away, and he did actually spell lock, so that's a little bit of a mistake on his part. I'm going to Ring of Frost down right here, and then once he walks into it, I'm going to get a Pyroblast off of it,